I get a lot of questions about doing this wire inlay, and I didn't come up with this, but the guy I learned it from basically, you know, told me in a whole class how to do all this stuff. These are just engraving handles. I get a lot of questions about what are these. This is an engraving handle, X-Acto knife, and the blade has just been shaved down to where it's basically nothing, to a razor point there. So I only use 2 different sizes. If I was better, I might use more than that, but I'm not that good. So the other thing is about what I'm using to hold my work, and this is a bowling ball. I cut the top off of it, mounted a flat plate, and then mounted a little vise to the flat plate. This right here is just 3 holes that I've drilled in each jaw of the vise, and then I put these brass pins with a piece of rubber hose covering them, and you can take out some if you want to. Most of the time I don't. Most of the time I leave all of them in, but this has this rise in between your middle finger and your ring finger, and so I just took it out so it would have 2 points of contact instead of just hitting that one. Whenever I start out with my smaller push chisel, and then when I get out to this flat area, I'll switch over to my bigger one, so I can cover a little more ground. I'm just pushing down into the wood. I don't take any wood out, and then I will insert my silver down into the groove that I've made, and pressure is all that holds it in. And I promise you, it's really hard to get out. If you put a piece in there and you try to get it out, you're probably going to mess your handle up if you have it tapped all the way down in there. I start on my main scroll, and then I will start from this end to this end, filling in all these smaller scrolls as I go. Another thing that I learned is this scroll is coming off of this scroll. Instead of doing this one first and then coming off the back side of this one, it seems easier to do the outside one first and then hug the inside. For me, it has been. I don't know if people disagree with that or not, but that's been my experience. But another learning curve on this is how you draw your pattern out. With this scroll work, it's real important to not make really small scrolls. These right here, when you get to making this last turn here, if it was any smaller, I've had problems before whenever I'm pushing in and pulling out. If I've had that really tight loop, when I pull out, it'll want to pull out that little chunk of wood right there, and that's not good, because this is the last thing that I'm doing, and I'm done with the knife. So if I mess this handle up, then I got to start over with a new handle. So I hope that's been helpful and enlightening. This adds a lot of beauty to your knife. It also adds a lot of cost. As you can tell, I've already spent quite a bit of time drawing this pattern out and erasing. You can see all the lines all over the place where I've drawn something and it wasn't quite right, erased and started over. So this adds several hours onto the knife making process, and I probably don't charge enough for it, but I really like for my knives to have this on it. So maybe I cut people a deal sometimes so that I get to do this, but I probably shouldn't. But I love a knife with inlay on it. So So anyway, if you got any questions, just message me and I will try to answer them.